What's up, guys? Welcome back. I'm back here at Kia in Bradenton, Florida, checking out something that is not available for sale yet in the US. Now, this vehicle behind me is the brand new Kia EV9, the first three-row all-electric SUV from the brand. And today, I'm going to be able to take you on a complete tour of this vehicle. We're going to walk around and check out some of the features. There's not much information on this vehicle, so I'm excited to firsthand explore it and show it to you. So if you're ready for this tour, let's go. Well, we're going to start with the design of this vehicle because it's definitely different than anything that we've seen from Kia, although it kind of reminds me of the Telluride. It reminds me of a little different, modernized Telluride, if you will. Start with the lights right here. So first of all, you have this LED, turn signals, turn daytime running lights, and then you have this badass lights. I like how the individual LEDs are displayed in here, and then you have this very interesting front cover. This is not a grill, really. None of the electric vehicles really need a grill to help with cooling off the engine, although this one seems like it has some kind of a louvers that might open up when you drive this vehicle. Let's see if I can start it. Now, this is the new key fob that we've seen on the Kia Telluride. It's got a bunch of buttons on the side, including a remote start button. So let's see if it does anything. Actually, I'm holding it. It says to hold it for the remote start. Maybe it's disabled, I don't know. But anyways, these louvers look like they're going to be opening up when driving. Now, it also has the front view camera, and as you can see, this does have the front plate bracket that doesn't match the US size of the plates. Now, that's because this vehicle is actually on loan from Korea, and Kia is basically touring this vehicle from dealer to dealer just to kind of let them know what's coming and kind of get an idea of the size and the features that you'll get on it. So let's see what we have. Now, on this button, he also has this frunk opener. So let's see how much room we have. Brand new Kia logo, of course. And all of this, and all we have is a little bit of storage place in here. You know, max load is 20 kilos, 45 pounds in here. And the air filter replacement in the back, and that seems like that's pretty much it. And then you can, of course, top off your windshield washer fluid. Now, it's held up nice by the hood struts. It's got some sound insulation, even though this is an electric vehicle. And here it is from the side. Actually, I love the look of it. I like how square it is. And look at this cabin size. Look how much room there seems to be inside of this cabin. But we're going to start right up front and see what the wheels and tire setup is. So you have the wheel cladding, which is in this piano black, and the same thing with the wheels itself. Now, it's a different design, kind of a two-tone design. You have this kind of satin color here with the piano black on the inside. And as far as the wheel size, 21-inch wheels, 285, 45 is the tire size in here. Then let's take a look on the side. I like the look of it. This black and white really grows on me here. And then once I unlock it, the mirrors unfold, the door handles come out of the doors. And then here at the bottom, you also have this trim piece that's matching basically the colors of the wheels. We'll get inside of it. Look how cool it is in just a little bit. But before that, let's move to the back. And here's what we have in the back. Here's brand new taillights on this vehicle. And let me click the lights on so you can see how nicely they illuminate. And of course, this is all one piece right here. It kind of gets into the gate as well. Brand new Kia logo. Now this gate is very much straight down in here, which is going to allow for the maximum cargo room. We're going to check that out in just a bit. Third brake light right here, shark fin antenna on top, and scrolling down you have this brand new Kia logo, new bumper and new bumper design, EV9 on one side, GT-Line on the other side. I'm going to show you the kind of the ordering guide, the little shortcut that they did. It's actually displayed on the vehicle in just a bit, so you have an idea. Rear view camera right here, and then this is also a remote gate opening. I'm not sure why it's not doing it this time. Of course, shy in front of the camera, but you can open the rear gate, and this is what we're gonna see inside of it. Now, as you can see, that third row seat is flat right now. We're gonna raise it up in just a bit to see how much room we have. Just kind of give you an idea. This is with this third row seat folded down. You can also fold down the second row seat, both right and left, although the left one seems pretty stubborn right now. What else we can find in the passenger seat? The third row passengers have their own cup holders. They have the ability to recline their seats, USB Type-C, and in the back you also have the gate opening. I'm not sure why there's a cover on it. You have the 12-volt power outlet, and on the other side you'll find the controls for the seats, as well as, now this, as you can see that right away, this is not a US spec as far as the outlet. This is the 250 volt. Obviously in the US you get the 110 volts here. So let's raise the seats up just to kind of get an idea of how much room you'll have with the seats up. And kind of wish there was an override for this electric system. Not a huge fan of it, but this is how much room you'll have behind the third row seat, which is actually pretty good. And you also have a little bit more storage space right underneath this floorboard, and that's what you'll have. Let's move on to the interior. So let's see how these door handles open. Now I locked it. I do have the key on me, so I'd think that it would unlock by itself as soon as I get close, but let me actually hit the unlock button. Let's open these doors and let's see what it is. Now the doors are nice and large. They also open very wide, as you can see, almost a 90-degree angle here. And you have the covers, sunshades right here, manual sunshades. Also, seats are ventilated and heated. I like the trim of it, as well as the combination of the fabric and the man-made leather in here. You have the Meridian sound, and right here you have the ambient lighting inside of here. And check this out, the seats are power adjusted. Now, not only that, let's take a look at this. You also have this recline mode where you can adjust the, there you go. So this is basically your rest mode. I'm not sure if that's how they call it, but look at this seat and the way that it adjusts. Allows you to nice and comfortably take a little bit of a rest. And I gotta tell you, I love the colors of it. And whoa, look what do we have here. We have some buttons here. Let me jump inside, I'll show you the rest of it. And again, heats are heated and ventilated. Now these are the backs of the front seats, of course. And as you can see, again, combination of fabric, plastic. You have some pockets inside of it, cup holders. Let's see what else we have. Now, illuminated shelf. That's interesting. That opens up. There's a drawer underneath here. Let's see, how do we get to it? All right, you can just, you can slide this open as one piece or just the top shelf. And then in typical Kia fashion, you have the USB Type-Cs that are built in the seats. And you can also move the passenger seat and recline it if you like it. So ambient lighting on the inside of this car looks really, really good. And it looks like on top here, we have the controls for your climate control. Yep, that's what it is here. And before I get in the second row seat, let's see if I have any room in the third row seat at all. So one touch operation, I push the button and the seat goes forward. Let's jump inside. So here's a few things. As far as the headroom, there's no shortage of it. I actually feel pretty comfortable in here, considering I can also recline this seat all the way back here, so I can be nice and comfortable in here. Now, the problem that I would have being a 6 foot tall is the knee room right here, because if I move this seat up like this, See what it did? It smashed my knees and it stopped right there. So it knows it can't go any further back, but you know, that would allow no room for the middle row passenger either. So it's either the third row passenger or second row passenger. Now, if this was adjusted like this seat, I would probably feel comfortable in it. There's no way my knees would not fit in here at all, just for the small passenger. Overall, the interior of it looks awesome though. Like right on top of here, I have the controls for the lights, right? This is all LED lighting, very nice, very bright. Turn that on or off. You have the big sunroof right here in the back. I'm going to open this up in a little bit. This looks like Alcantara, but I believe this is just a micro suede, like the microfiber material. Very nice to the touch. Also, it seems like it's going to be even more quiet with this material inside. So let me jump inside and I can see if I can sit in behind the passenger into the second row seat. And once again, no issues with headroom here whatsoever. As you can see, I have several inches above it. And this time I have this passenger seat in front adjusted so I can fit comfortably as a passenger. And now I have a couple inches, maybe 3-4 inches in front of my knees before I would hit the seat right here. This is how much room I have. So quite a bit. Now the seats are nice, comfortable, adjustable. And this seat right here, I moved it back and I put it in this lounge position so you can see on this GT line, you're going to be able to have this executive seating package that's going to kind of like on the Carnival. It's really nice. It's comfortable. I like the design of this vehicle. Everything that's here on top, I already showed you that really quick. This is, you know, automatic climate control, so we can set it up to whatever we want. You know, different modes, different fan speeds, etc. right in the position where I want. But what I'm interested, it's what's actually here. And again, this you can turn on. Here's the seating mode. Okay, so look at this. Ooh, it's got a massage option in here. Again, I'm not sure if that's going to be the option that's going to be available here in the US. Oh, there's another vibrating massage. And you can change the intensity of it. Oh, that actually feels quite good. So this is for the massage seats. It'll be interesting to see if they're actually gonna bring that in here. This is not like the sophisticated massages you'll find in some of the high-end vehicles. It's more of a shake it and bake it. All right, let's turn it off before I get distracted too much about it. But that's what it is. I was curious what it was. So a nice design right here in the back, actually quite big. And this is what the front looks like. So let's jump in and explore some of the features of this driver compartment. So let's check it out. Let's see if we can do a test of the closing door. Boom. That's actually nice and solid, no complaints here. And right here on the front door panel, first of all, Meridian surround. You'll get that with the GT line, the 14 speaker stereo. You have the Meridian right here at the bottom too, and that's what's interesting here. I wonder if that's going to bring it to the US as far as the massaging option of it. But you have the heated steering wheel, heated seats, ventilated seats, number 1, number 2, so 2 memory seat settings and the massage option on the seats. You also have the window mirror lock controls right here. Nice trim piece over here, some fabric inserts. And as we get inside of it, let's check this out. Of course, the power controls on the seats, and that includes this lounge option right here for the front seat. Not sure if that's the smartest idea or not. Down underneath, you see the nice sporty pedals with the rubber stubs on it. It's kind of cool to see the minus and plus. We've seen that on the EV6. And on the left-hand side of the steering wheel, you have the charge port opening 2 times to open the trunk. Hold it to open the rear gate. Turn off the traction control, parking brake, tilt and telescoping steering wheel with the power adjustment. That's pretty cool. And right here, you have this floating console with a lot of features on it. I'm going to take a quick peek at it in just a little bit. I want to point out that if you want to put something in here underneath, you can also do that, and it's nicely illuminated with this ambient lighting. Well, unfortunately, I won't be able to drive this vehicle, but let's explore some of the features, see what we have. Look at the steering wheel, very different steering wheel. Big Kia logo right here, and then on this side, this is your cruise control settings. Again, the menu options, we're going to go through them in just a little bit. The lane keep assist, here's your Distronic, or here's your basically adaptive cruise control. On this side, you have the favorite button, which can be customizable, and the mode button also customizable. You have the voice control pickup for the phone. You can adjust your volume, and then up and down. If you get into any menu, you can do that. Here's your drive modes. Let's see what they do. So you have the Eco, Normal, Sport, and My Drive, so customizable. And there's also a terrain mode. Let's hit this. So terrain modes, depending on the type of terrains that you have. So you have the auto, snow, mud, and sand. Very interesting, very cool, you know, especially for people living in the areas where you kind of need that. Get this fans down a little bit. So now you can see the range, so don't get too excited. This is in kilometers right now. So it's the long range is going to be about 300 miles from what I've been told. So this is 368 kilometers, and the battery is not even fully charged. So that's why 90%, right? So down here at the bottom, we're going to get this terrain mode to auto. Well, you have the speedometer right here. That's in kilometers as well. You can see that we have the brake on right now. You can read the signs. Temperature is in Fahrenheit, so it's 80 degrees Fahrenheit right now. We're facing north, so it's got a compass in it. Right in the middle, we can go from a trip meter to compass to lane keep assist and back. And now we can also choose some of the sub options here. You go to the sub options. So after charging, you know, since last reset, different trip options, and then tire pressure, and then this is where the power is going to. Of course, right now we're not driving, so we don't know that. And so before we get into the middle of the screen, let's see what we have. So first of all, I have this little cheat sheet right here. Then kind of gives you an idea of what the power is going to be, what the range is going to be. So as far as the single motor, which is the rear wheel drive, it's going to be 215 horsepower on the light rear wheel drive, or 201 horsepower on the light long range rear wheel drive model. And it looks like, let's see, the light rear wheel drive is going to have an estimated range of 223 miles, and the long range is going to have 300-mile range. 7.8 seconds 0 to 60 on the long range one. Now the wind is going to have the dual motor, and that's going to be for the Windland and GT-Line, same motor. Now estimated range is going to be 270, 250, and 250. Not sure what's going to contribute to it. However, the time 0 to 60 is going to vary as well. So 5.4 seconds for the wind, 5.4 seconds for land, and 4.5 seconds for the GT-Line. Interestingly, too, look at this. It's got the towing capacity rating here to 2,000 pounds, basically for everything but the GT-Line. GT-Line gets 5,000 pounds towing capacity. I wonder how much that's going to affect the range. And again, I took a picture of it, so I'm going to post it at the end of this video. So if you want to take a closer look, just pause it, and you're going to be able to see kind of what features are going to be available on which trim. So now as far as the middle, it has an additional screen to what we've seen in other Kias. So now you have this screen that's in between the two 12-inch screens, and that's basically for your climate control. And of course, you can adjust your temperatures, you know, right at the bottom here. Oh, let's see, this is a touchscreen. Yeah, it is actually a touchscreen here. Oh, you can open up this big screen. Oh, that's pretty cool. Look at this. Boom, you just hit this. You can adjust the temperature. You can do that here. You want to do it for driver only, auto off, different vent settings. Pretty cool. Very nice. Okay, so this is interesting. You can close that, and it goes back to the main menu. Now, the main menu, let's see how it looks. Is it white background? Ooh, starting navigation. There you go. But where's my home screen here? Or is this something that's going to be added to the home screen? Yeah, we don't want to add it. All right, so this is your home screen. Slightly different than what we've seen before. But you can see your map, and here's your phone projection, cinema, voice memo. So they're going for this look at more and more vehicles. We've seen it on the new Kona, we've seen it on the new Hyundai. And I like this look better, to be honest with you. You know, let's see what the seats do. All right, so left seat, right seat. You can adjust the heating or ventilating of the seat. Actually, I could use some a little bit. This is for second row seat. Okay, so for driver's seat, I can do it by myself, but this is for the second row seat. All right, you can voice memo setup. Let's see what's in setup here. Navigation, sound, device connections, buttons. Those are the ones that you can customize. Cluster, head-up display. Oh, it does have a head-up display too. All right, so cluster theme selections, style A, B, and style C. We can do it link to drive mode, and we're gonna check that out in a bit. And back to the home screen, car wash mode. I like that. You know, this is basically disables you know, all of the sensors and make sure that the sunroof is closed, that all windows are closed, the side mirrors are folded, automatic windshield wiper turned off, etc. So you don't have to think about it, you know. So if I hit start right here, when in car wash mode, please shift vehicle according to the precautions for automatic car wash, boom, and see it starts doing folded the mirrors, flush door handles retracted, charging door cannot be opened from the outside. This is pretty cool, right? And when you get out of the car wash, boom, you can actually get out and everything goes back to normal. So that's an interesting feature right here. Go back. I should have probably just hit the back button. Location sharing built-in cam. Let's see what that is. On while driving, so there's no videos right now, but unable to record. We're probably, well, again, this is not really a for sale vehicle, so I'm not sure, but on while driving, on while parked, driving events, parked events, that's interesting, and probably set it up with the different settings. Let's hear, this is automatic, but look at this, you know, so automatic recording right here, or manual recording. You can actually set this up. This is your live view from the front view camera, and then you can share it too. Now you need to have a Kia Connect to do that, but that's an interesting option, definitely. And again, I should have probably just hit the back button. Weather, calendar, sports. All right, well, we don't have it here. All right, I just pressed another button. This is right here. So let's go back here. So you have the Kia CarPlay, car to home. Activation required for safety. Continue after parking the vehicle. Vehicle diagnostics. Yeah, everything is required with the Kia Connect, and the manual probably just gives you the QR code. Yep. So go back here, and this is it. This is basically all we have here. Now, I want to put it in reverse, and let's check this out. This has got the same shifter we've seen on the new Kona right here. So we put it in reverse by twisting it. Push the brake pedal. Let's see. Can I drive it? Neutral. I want to see how the camera looks. It's interesting because, you know, they told me that I couldn't drive it, which is fine, but they must have enabled some kind of a mode that this vehicle cannot be moved, or maybe I just don't know how to do it, but this is how you do it. Twist it, you know, in order to get into the gear. It even tells you that, and I'm twisting it and it's not doing it. That's probably why. Anyways, we'll see if there's a gear already selected because we're in park. I want to see if there's a way to get to the rear view camera, so at least we can get an idea of the quality of it. So here's your home button, here's your map button, so here's your shortcuts, search. The buttons give you kind of a nice feedback to it as well. And then here's your media button, customizable button here, sounds of nature. Let's see. So I have a couple new ones, and here's your volume knob right here. It actually sounds really, really good. So vans right here, temperature settings, fan settings, mode settings. Here's your charging galore. So you have USB Type-C. Can you see it? So you have the USB, and you can switch that, whether you just want to charge it, or do you want to charge it and have data from it. Another USB Type-C, and then you push for the 12-volt power adapter right here too. All right, so let's take a look at this console. This is a very interesting one. You open this up, you have the cup holders that, of course, in typical Kia fashion can be retracted. Push it to open it. Then you have the auto hold button, and you have the hill descent assist. Here's your camera. There you go. We can get into it. That's awesome. And get to in a second. I'll show you. Of course, we have the parking sensors. Here's your fingerprint reader, and right here you have the NFC, so you have the wireless charging, and you have a SIM card right here, actually an SD card for your camera, for your recordings. All right, so now we have that camera enabled, and let's see. So we have the 360, kind of shows you where this vehicle is. Move it around, awesome. The rear view camera, front view camera, great quality, takes up most of the space right here as far as the screen. And back to home screen. This is it. Phone projection, so you still have to use the cable for Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. Unfortunately, I don't know why. Now let's go back. Let's see, sports, notifications, manual. I really don't see where you can choose the different settings as far as the colors for the ambient lighting, or is it one only? I'm not sure. Okay, well, maybe it's not here. Anyway, since I changed this themes to the drive mode, let's see how it changes. So let's hit the drive mode here. As far as the eco, just a slight difference. Here's your normal, sport. You know what sport does too? It bolsters the seats. Now the bolsters kind of hugged me as soon as I put it in the sport mode, which is interesting. My drive, it relaxed it. So how about the terrain? You know, that doesn't change anything other than, you know, it also displays on the side here the terrain mode. So snow, mud, sand, auto, and back to snow. All right, well, let's go and see what we have up on top, because there's a whole bunch of other buttons. Here you go. There's your camera. Manual recording started. Okay. So that's what happens when you hit this here. Kia Connect, lights. We have the power and volume. Oh, it even speaks in Korean right here. Well, not sure what that means, but okay. Here's your sunroof, opens up, and this is it. Can we open the back sunshade? Let's see. Move it around here. There you go. Opening up above the second row seats. And close it back up. That's a lot of light inside. And here's your EV6. Hopefully the dealerships are gonna get it soon so I can test drive it. I can give you my driving impressions. But overall, it looks very promising as, you know, one of the first non-luxury, fully electric SUVs. We're gonna see about the pricing. I'm not sure what that's gonna be. And again, the full specs are probably gonna be coming out soon, but at least hopefully you were able to get an idea of what this vehicle is all about. So if you like watching videos like this, don't forget to support the channel by hitting that subscribe button, give me a like, and don't forget to turn on that bell notification setting so you won't miss any of the content that's coming out. And I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.